WVW Broadcast Network is pleased to present House to House with your hosts, Brannon and Melissa K. Howse. From cooking, decor, tablescapes, home improvement, and on-location reports that highlight American history, ingenuity, and free market capitalism that makes America great. And now, here are your hosts, Brannon and Melissa K.
Hello and welcome to House. I'm Brannon.
And I'm Melissa K.
In today's program, we're going to talk about, well, first of all, maybe you need to trim back the hedges at your house. Make your house look bigger, newer, and how about painting your house? Maybe you have a home that needs to be painted. Let's say it's brick and you want to paint it. We're going to show you a project recently Melissa K was involved in, a real estate project where she was brought in as a consultant, and we'll show you the before and after pictures and how she knew what paint to pick and then what shrubs to cut down and some to cut completely out, and then bringing in 10 tons of gravel, 10 tons of river rock, making it look really nice. We'll show you those before and after photos. And then in our cooking section, what are we going to do, babe?
We are going to make steak tacos, and then our son Logan is going to make guacamole.
Our 16-year-old son will come on set on TV for the first time. We had to twist his arm. He does not like this kind of thing, and going to make guacamole. We're also going to hear from our 19-year-old daughter. She did a special report for us at Lake of the Ozarks. We hold our annual conference at Lake of the Ozarks. And, well, we wanted to know more about what is Lake of the Ozarks really all about. And we wanted to share that with you. And did you know that in the height of the Great Depression, the Osage River was backed up? The river was backed up. They built a dam. They sold off real estate and created thousands of jobs at the height of the Depression. And today, that area has an awful lot of visitors and provides jobs up and down the economic ladder, as well as is a environmental preserve for many animals. So there you go. Those that say capitalism is the source of all suffering and oppression, you're going to find out today about some guys that put their private money, I think it was about $30 million if I remember correctly, private money into building the dam, providing now hydroelectricity, environmental friendly, and jobs. Some almost 90 years later, capitalism is still paying off for people up and down the economic hierarchy. And so not only that, but it's a great vacation spot. 3.5 million people a year visiting Lake of the Ozarks. So we'll get a report from Lake of the Ozarks. First, let's look at this picture here on the screen. This is a house that Melissa K was brought in as a consultant on. It's a home here in the Mid-South in the Memphis area. This is what it looked like before you got involved, Melissa. It's a nice house built in the mid-1950s, but...
the trees and the shrubs are a little overgrown.
They are. So what did you recommend?
I just recommended cutting back a lot of the trees and shrubs in front of the house. If you see all the shrubs right there in front of the house, we actually took all those down just to make the house look larger and just more up to date.
Well, it's making the house look small, all those shrubs.
Right.
So anyone watching today, if you have let your shrubs get too big or the trees in your yard get too big, it not only makes your house look small, it makes it look dated.
Right. It makes a huge difference when you just trim back some of your trees and cut back the shrubs for sure.
So if you have some trees and the limbs have gotten down too long, or too low on the trunk, bring somebody in, or you can come in and clear those, clear those out so that the limbs are not down low. So you can see
more of your house.
Yeah, so you can see more of the house. Yeah. It gives it more curb appeal. It's great for resale, great for value, also great for your own enjoyment, because now you're going to realize how big your house looks. Once you've gotten all that stuff out of the way, you'll be shocked. It makes your house look newer and fresher. So you recommended they go in and take out a lot of that. Now this was the, between the two driveways of these homes, they had let a lot of it go, and look at what a mess that is.
The gentleman that lived there had a lot of gardens, and they were pretty flowers. He had a lot of perennials and annuals and a lot of perennials that came up every year, but we don't even know what a lot of them really were. And so we just cleaned a lot of that up. We actually took everything out in between the two driveways just because it had really become overgrown with weeds, and it just dated the house, and we just wanted a cleaner look. So we took all of that out between the two homes, and we just brought in a bunch of river rock and just put all that river rock where all the
overgrown area had been.
Right.
Well, here's a picture after you took the shrubs out. So here you have before, and then you have after. Look at all those shrubs have been taken out. Makes the house look bigger, but notice there's a lot of mold on the house, so you had to have someone power wash, right?
Right. And one of the reasons we took the shrubs out too is because we knew we were eventually going to paint this house, and
Look at that. So you did. Look at that. How did you know to pick that paint? That's a great paint. I love the blue shutters. But how did you know, Melissa, how to pick that paint?
Well, the paint went well with the siding that was already on the house, and it's just.
When you say siding, you mean the trim up by the gutters and everything?
The trim, right? And it's just a little lighter than that trim, so we just tried to match it.
So you worked with a painter, and he brought you the trim up at the top by the gutters, and then you just kind of matched it till you found the paint you wanted.
Right, and we just went a little lighter than the trim, and I like to go a little lighter because it makes the house stand out more, and it's just not too white, but not a little lighter than the trim. It's kind of a cream, and it's just really pleasing to the eye.
I love that the royal blue shutters.
I really like how the cream turned out with the royal blue. The royal blue really pops, and it just really made a difference. If you look at the before and after with the dark brick, it just looks like a completely different house.
And people might be saying, why would you paint brick? Well, here in the Mid-South, brick is everywhere. It's made here,
so it's not like the North where you don't see brick very often.
Right, and the brick, when you take it up north, it gets really expensive hauling it up there. Here, it's everywhere, and a lot of people
do
are painting.
paint.
A lot of people are spraying this.
Right, and it just really gives it a fresh, updated look, and especially for an older
In fact,
home.
builders and realtors were saying that this would bring $20,000 to $30,000 appreciation in that house immediately.
Just the curb
and by the way, the total cost for painting and river rock and the shrubbery, everything came to about almost exactly $4,000, right?
Right, it wasn't
expensive.
over the top.
But builders and
especially
realtors,
if you're trying to sell your home, you can really get a lot of money out of it.
Well, the builders and realtors said spending that $4,000 probably put a $20,000 to $30,000 appreciation on the house from curb appeal for resale. So $4,000 could get you back 20 to 30 in our market. But again, if you're up north or somewhere else, think about painting your house. Think about getting the shrubs back, the trees trimmed.
It really makes a difference when you take those shrubs back.
Absolutely. And then you brought in that river rock. That's 10 tons of river rock.
And that just gave it kind of a fresh look too, I feel like.
Did it ever? And then I noticed you suggested the ornament over the door being painted. That really popped.
We painted the door a navy as well, and then the shutters were navy, and so we decided to do that ornamental piece in navy as well, just to kind of tie it all together.
And there's a picture right there where the river rock is now between the two homes, and before
that
we saw
was very
that
overgrown
horrible. Look how much better that looks.
There were a lot of weeds mixed in there.
Look at that, look at that. That's what it did look like. Now look at that.
Right, it just makes it look a lot cleaner, and especially for like a prospective buyer, it's just a lot more eye appealing.
The before and after photos are amazing. So the lesson to be learned here, as you were brought in as a consultant on this, is for the listeners.
Really trim back.
Trim back your shrubs.
Really trim back.
Trim back your trees. If the house needs painting.
And if you have an area that needs weeding or that's overgrown with weeds, try and clean that out as much as possible.
But for very little money, you can add a lot of curb appeal to the house and value, particularly if you're going to resale.
Right. And
excellent. Great job.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go to a commentary by our 19-year-old daughter. She's doing her first report ever. I think she did a great job. You can tell us what you think. And she's really addressing the issue of capitalism that's under assault, and, well, how Lake of the Ozarks is a great example of how capitalism works. Here's a report by Libby Grace.
Hi, I'm Libby Grace, and I'm at Lake of the Ozarks, which is located in south central Missouri. The Lake of the Ozarks is one of the largest man-made lakes in the world, with over 1,100 miles of shoreline.
Bagnell Dam was built from 1929 to 1931 by private businessmen during the height of the Great Depression, providing more than 10,000 jobs to desperate workers. Before the dam was built, this part of the Ozarks had no known utilities such as electricity or running water, and certainly no paved roads. The area was known as a cashless society that largely functioned on bartering. The hard work, vision, and capital investment by the private businessmen that built the dam is still benefiting millions of people per year. The hydro-generated electricity at the Lake of the Ozarks is almost 20% less than the national average rate. Who says capitalism doesn't help everyone, including those with lower or fixed incomes?
Before my generation jumps fully on board with the support of socialism, they might want to jump on board a boat and tour Lake of the Ozarks and see what capitalism built for the enjoyment and betterment of millions of Americans.
The capitalists that built the dam created the lake that created a tourist and real estate boom with over 70,000 homes built on Lake of the Ozarks. When the dam was completed in 1931, it was the largest man-made lake in America. Today, Lake of the Ozarks attracts over 3.5 million tourists each summer. This, in turn, provides tens of thousands of jobs for Americans of all income levels.
The creation of Lake of the Ozarks is an amazing testament to capitalism and how capitalism has and continues to create jobs, critical services, prime real estate, and a home for wildlife and nature lovers.
The $30 million that a small group of private businessmen spent to build the dam that created the lake is still providing electricity and employment to Americans almost 90 years later. According to the Lake Area of Commerce website, we learn these facts. The Lake of the Ozarks contains approximately 617 billion gallons of water. From end to end, the Lake of the Ozarks spans 92 miles. There are over 1,100 miles of shoreline along the Lake of the Ozarks. This is longer than the coastline of the state of California. The Lake of the Ozarks fills with 10,000 boats on major holiday weekends. When Bagnell Dam opens all of its floodgates, 1,212,000 gallons of water can pass through in a single second.
Capitalism works, and Lake of the Ozarks is still proving that almost 100 years since its construction. Reporting for Howse to Howse, I'm Libby Grace on location at Lake of the Ozarks.
Wow, great report. We know many
good.
of you love Lake of the Ozarks. You come to our annual conference there at Lake of the Ozarks, and so now you know a little bit more about it. Our next conference that we have, our next Worldview Weekend, will be the first weekend of May 2020. So now you know a little bit more about Lake of the Ozarks, but you also know about capitalism and how it still works. All right, we come back from the break. We're going to go and be involved in some cooking. Where are we going to make steak tacos?
We're going to make steak tacos, and Logan is going to make guacamole.
All right. Again, all of this information as far as the recipes that are about to come up are at housetohouse.com, housetohouse.com. Hope you're following us on Instagram. Follow Melissa Kay's Facebook page. And, of course, subscribe to her e-newsletter at housetohouse.com. We'll be right back after this break and have our cooking segment. Hello, I'm Brannon Howse, and I've been taking a supplement and energy drink every day for over 12 years that includes red wine extract, pine bark extract, grape seed extract, bilberry extract, and more. In fact, many people ask me, where do you get your energy and stamina from that allows you to be so productive? In part, my answer is this. I personally think the ingredients in this supplement and energy drink have played a positive role in my good health and endurance. And now we're pleased to offer Extractgevity in our online store. Studies show that the supplement ingredients in this energy drink may have anti-aging effects, protect cells from free radical damage, help prevent Alzheimer's disease, prevent growth of cancer cells, and it may benefit your heart, skin, brain, eye, and circulatory health. Check it out now, won't you? Extractgevity.com. You can order a sample or sign up for our 30-day supply subscription so you don't miss an order of Extractgevity.com. We have testimonials from many of our listeners that have been taking this now for a while, and like me, they report benefits for themselves personally. In fact, many of them tell us about how they take Extractgevity in the afternoons when they start feeling sluggish, and it gives them the needed energy to complete the projects of the day. I believe you'll find that Extractgevity is a great supplement and energy drink. Don't take my word for it. Do your own homework and look at the leading medical websites that have reported on the potential benefits of the ingredients found in this supplement and energy drink. Extractgevity.com. I believe it's not only a great way to support your health, but this broadcast network. I worked with an FDA-approved facility and had them manufacture for us this energy and supplement drink. Extractgevity.com. Try it today, won't you? Extractgevity.com. This product has not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, and this product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Would you like to have the recipes of the meals Melissa Kay prepares on her television program, Howse to Howse? Then we invite you to visit the website, housetohouse.com, where you'll find her blog on which she posts many of the recipes she's used in each program. You will also find more details on the home decor and home improvement topics that she's discussed on a particular program. Did you want more information on a particular kitchen item that Melissa Kay used in, say, Show 1 or Show 5 or Show 10? Well, if you go to housetohouse.com, you can check out her blog that has the show description, the recipes, home tips, and other items featured on that particular show. Just look for the Howse to Howse show number that corresponds with each blog. Perhaps you want more information on a stylish set of measuring cups, or a cute set of mixing bowls, a beautiful serving tray, or a certain home decor item that she featured for a tablescape. Chances are good you'll find it on the website housetohouse.com inside the corresponding show blog. HowseToHouse.com with Melissa Kay specializes in helping you excel at entertaining, decorating, accessorizing, and living, while also incorporating personal interest stories that affirm faith, family, freedom, and free market capitalism. Proceeds from HowseToHouse.com assist in supporting the continuation of the conservative broadcast platform of WVW Broadcast Network. Thank you for visiting HowseToHouse.com. That's HowseToHouse.com. Welcome back to House. Glad you're with us. In our cooking section tonight, we'll be joined by our 16-year-old son, Logan, who is going to teach us how he makes his guacamole. I keep confusing guacamole with avocado.
They're made from avocados.
Well, I wouldn't eat either one of them, but he likes it, you like it, a lot of you like
love it.
And it'll go great with the main course tonight, which is?
We are making steak tacos.
Steak tacos. So if
Yes.
you want to do a family night and have Taco Tuesday, I mean, you could have a Taco Friday, but certainly Taco Tuesday sounds better. You could make steak tacos. So this is a brand new recipe. Recently we discovered from a friend of ours.
A friend of ours made it, and
this
it was excellent. So
this is just excellent. I mean,
it's very tender.
Oh.
It's really tender.
What kind of steak is that?
It's skirt steak.
Skirt?
It's skirt.
All right.
Yes, and you can get it from the butcher, or a lot of times they just have it back, in the meat section.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to get it fairly thin, so they can cut it thinner for you if they don't have it on hand like this. But the one I got was a thin, about 1/4 of an inch, and you marinate it for about 4 hours in the refrigerator with orange juice, one lime, and so the juice of the lime, and then a little cumin and smoked paprika.
Go through that again. What is it now?
It is orange juice and the juice of one lime, and then cumin, a little bit of cumin, and then smoked paprika.
And you do this in the refrigerator for 4 hours.
You put it all on there.
Right, and then put it in the refrigerator for 4 hours.
Yes, and then you marinate it, and you mix it all up and put it in the refrigerator and let it sit in those juices for about 4 hours. And then you put it on the grill at about 400 and about 4 minutes per side. And then you can test it and make sure it's done to your liking in the center. And you take it off
the test with me and
you slice it very thin like this, but it's really tender. Don't you think it's tender?
Oh, it's excellent.
It's very good. And then really whatever you want to put on your tacos, you can put on your tacos, but I just have some flour tortillas here, cheese, and then this is a family favorite, but it's sour cream with the juice of a lime and then some cilantro. And my kids love it. Brannon doesn't like it, but it's very good on the taco with the meat and the flour tortillas, and then tomatoes, of course. But you can really put on whatever you'd like on your tacos. Logan's gonna make the guacamole in a few minutes, and it's really good with the guacamole on top of the steak as well, with a little cheese and some of the sour cream and tomatoes. I made this on the show about 2 weeks ago, and this recipe is still on the blog, and it is the avocado, tomatoes, black bean, corn, and my son loves to put this on tacos as well. So you can make that the same night you're making your tacos.
Sure. Can I get some of those cherry tomatoes?
You sure can.
And then all of this is on your website, HowseToHouse.
Right. And one thing I didn't put out, but another thing that would be really good is some salsa, to add some salsa to it as well. So you can do that, but just really anything. Can you stop?
Can I stop that?
Really anything you like on your tacos. So. Does it pass your test?
Oh yeah, passed the Delta test too, didn't it, girl? Excellent. Excellent. Whoa.
You're kind of making a mess.
I know it's kind of falling out of the back end, but it's excellent. Highly recommend it. All right, so this is on the website.
This will be on the website. The exact instructions on what kind of steak it is and what thickness.
The whole back end.
But you can really be creative and really add whatever you want.
Right.
To your tacos. So
I'm gonna have to get me a.
You need a bib, I think.
Jimmy DeYoung. Jimmy DeYoung shows up at our house wearing a bib.
Don't tell people that.
He'll talk on the radio. He knows.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get off the set for him and then get you a bib.
Exactly.
You might want to just set that down.
All right, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Is that a good lab or what?
Can you not? Oh.
The ladies in the audience are killing. They're dying. I'm feeding the dog.
I know.
All right, well, that is excellent. All right, now we're going to be joined by my 16-year-old son. Come on over here, Logan. This is his first time on television. We had to kind of twist his arm to get him to do this, and he's going to make. What are you making, buddy?
Guacamole.
Guacamole. The only thing is, he's a good kid for the most part. He's 16.
For the most part.
Yeah, he's a good kid. I mean, we
He's
got
a
few
good
more-
kid.
So far, so good. He's on the straight and narrow. So far, so good. But we, only thing you disobeyed me is you've gotten taller than I am. So that's not good. But anyway, we'll deal with that later. Let's get going on this. First of all, you've already pre-positioned some of your guacamole, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what are you going to do now? Show us how you.
Well, I got one more to
And
put
this
in
is
there.
one of his favorite recipes when we go to a local restaurant here in town. And so we looked online because he always said, like, I wish I could make this at home. And we found a recipe pretty much exactly what they do at the restaurant. And so he's been making it for
Nice. Good job,
over a
buddy.
year now. And
That didn't work out so well offset.
last
a while
summer,
ago, so.
you probably made this 2 or 3 times a week, didn't you?
Yeah, for sure.
Good job.
And I think it's one of his favorite foods. And he makes it all by himself when he's hungry. So
So now you're going to.
Take the avocado out.
Is that called meat?
What?
Avocado meat? Is it called avocado meat? Or
No.
it's just, no. I
well,
don't know.
it could be.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't really know what they call that, but
All right, good job, buddy. And this is all, again, on the website, House to House.
the recipe will
Mm-hmm.
be on the website.
All right, so you get all that out of there. Good
Yeah.
job. Now
And
we
then show them how you mash it up.
Well, I need to. I can mash it up first, and then
No,
put
you
the
will just mash it
ingredients
up
in.
a little bit.
You
and then
mash
put
it
the
up?
ingredients in.
Yeah. And then I put the.
And then what do you put in it? You
Here, I'll
put
hold it
in.
while you put it in. What are you going to put in there?
First, probably red onions.
Red
so
onions.
I think it's about 2 teaspoons of red onions.
Okay.
Or I think tablespoons.
Or 2 tablespoons, excuse me.
Good job, Logan.
I know, Logan.
2
And-
tablespoons, all right.
And then tomato.
And sun-dried tomato.
Sun-dried tomatoes, yeah.
Okay.
And it's about, you can put really whatever you want, but it's about 2 tablespoons
All
of
right.
that. And
Now
then about
what?
2 tablespoons of
Green
green onion.
onions.
Green onion, all right. You mince all this up and do that yourself too, buddy?
A lot of times
Sometimes.
he does.
Good for you. All right, what's
And
that?
then cilantro. And if you don't like some of these ingredients, you can modify it so the way you like it.
All right.
And then you take.
And then you mix all that
What's
up.
that?
Lime.
Lime?
Yeah, you
And then the
squeeze.
juice of 1 lime. You squeeze the lime in.
All right. Good job. All right, now what?
Now you just stir it up.
You just mix it up, and
Are you
he's really good at mixing it up. The key to making really good guacamole is having the avocados not too firm. They need to be like you need to be able to easily chop them up with a spoon like this. Because if they're too firm, they don't taste very good. They're not as good, and they're just too hard to chop
So
up.
when you go to the store, how do you test them?
Squeeze them.
You just, if they're soft, if they're too soft, you don't want them, but kind of a medium consistency where they're not too hard, but not too soft either.
And what is the key here to the dip? Is it just to make sure you don't have any lumps in it, Logan? Are you trying to
Well,
get a
it's
certain consistency?
you could.
here, or
It
what?
depends on like what you like. You
Yeah.
could have it chunky or you could have it creamy.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't eat
Depends
this. so
more
I
on
have
your
no
taste.
clue.
If you want it.
How do you like it?
I like it a little chunky.
So why are you wearing an Ole Miss shirt? You like Ole Miss?
Yes, sir.
You have Mississippi State, Ole Miss, or Memphis, and you choose Ole Miss, huh?
I like
like
Memphis
Memphis,
too.
too.
I like Memphis too.
You live right here in town in Memphis. But Ole Miss. All right, 90
Well,
minutes away in what, Oxford?
Yes, sir.
The school is usually better if it's not right in. You always like what's not right in your town, right?
I guess so.
That's good.
You like to fish too, don't you, buddy?
Yes, sir.
You are a major fisherman. What do you like to fish for most, catfish or bass?
And then you can
Bass.
show it. That's what it looks
We're going to have to do a
like.
segment with you fishing and then us filleting some fish.
And this is really good in the tacos. If you like guacamole, it's excellent like on top of the taco meat or with the other toppings.
So Logan, how would you do that? Would you eat that separate or would you put that in your
oh, he
taco?
puts it.
I'd probably put it in.
Go ahead.
Have a spoon.
Do I have a spoon? I do have a spoon.
Yeah, we did bring a spoon.
I don't think I've ever had it. What does it taste like?
Why don't you try it?
I
Try
don't
it.
know.
Yeah, just try it a
You
little
need a
bit.
chip or something.
Color and the consistency is
You need a chip.
You might
You
not
seem kinda
like it.
weird
You're
by
so
itself.
picky.
And then
You
I
liked
put.
it, right? You
No.
liked it. And see, Logan likes the dip on top of that as well that we made a couple weeks ago. And then the sour cream with cilantro and lime.
I don't see the appeal, but I know for some they like it.
That's how I would make it.
And what is that you just put on there, the white stuff?
The sour cream, yeah, that she made.
And it
Sour
has
cream
lime
and what?
lime and cilantro.
Lime and cilantro. All right, there you go. That's Good for a growing boy. All right. Well, that's how you do it. Great job. So this is how he makes guacamole. And the recipe is at
It will be on the website.
housetohouse.com. So great job, Logan. All right,
Good job.
just stay there. Before we sign off tonight, hon, we are debuting something new that's come into your site. Tell them about that. That's, again, we're getting up to holiday season soon.
Yeah, this would be really pretty at Christmas time, and it's preserved boxwood, and so it's actually a real plant, and it's preserved.
That's a real plant?
It is.
I mean, that's not fake. That's
No,
real.
it's not fake. It's
You
real.
have to water it?
It's preserved.
It's preserved.
It's dried.
Again, this is why I am not the host.
Yes,
Wow.
it's like a dried plant, and it's preserved in its natural state with like a coating or something on it that makes it kind
Wow,
of shiny and
that's
pretty
excellent.
looking. But that would be pretty for a centerpiece or on top of your fireplace mantle, or you
What's
could do
this?
a lot of different things with it. And this is just a candlestick that we have on the website that I thought were really pretty, the gold accent, and they'd be pretty on a table around Christmas or Thanksgiving as well.
Excellent, excellent. All right, all that is available at housetohouse.com. And again, the proceeds go to help continue our conservative broadcast network. Holidays are coming up, Christmas is coming up, time to give gifts. Don't forget about housetohouse.com when you're doing some shopping. We appreciate that. All right, great job, Logan.
Thank you.
Good job.
Appreciate it, buddy. And Melissa, another great show.
Thank you.
Getting lots of great feedback. The show is something that we're hearing from a lot of folks they watch as a husband and wife. And they really enjoy it. We're glad you enjoy it as well. And we had our son involved. We had Libby involved tonight with her commentary. So made it a real family program tonight. Thank all of you, we do, for being a part of, making this a success by telling your family and friends about it, tweeting it, Facebooking it, emailing it. Put it out there, and let's continue to grow house to house. And until then, I'm Brannon Howse.
I'm Melissa Kay.
Thanks for watching. Take care.